How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is the first episode of Uncharted Golden Abyss. That's right, I was about to say this is another episode of Uncharted Free Drake's Deception. Not that I'm recording this immediately after the third one, but it is the next Uncharted game, and you might be disappointed because you may have been thinking that the next Uncharted is going to be Uncharted 4. But I did say in my Uncharted 3 Let's Play that I'm going to do Golden Abyss next. And here we are doing Golden Abyss. So a couple things about this Let's Play is that it was much harder to record than I usually record, because I genuinely had to hack my PS Vita, which I did last year, and then I didn't do anything with that hacked PS Vita. I just hacked it and kind of left it like that. But finally, I started to utilize it, because you can actually record footage from a PS Vita if you have it hacked with OBS, which is very nice. It works really well. I don't have to fucking... The first time, I did had a bunch of fucking problems with it, where like the sound wouldn't fucking record and I only recorded footage, and that was kind of annoying. But then I got like a new cable for it and shit, and this time it did work. The other one I was trying to use didn't fucking pull that off, and yeah, I can record footage from my PS Vita. I even set apart all those cables needed for recording that to kind of be the special PS Vita recording cables. Yeah, so this is made by Band Studio, not Naughty Dog. It's a prequel to Uncharted. It takes place before Uncharted 1. It's on PS Vita, so it utilizes a lot of Vita's gimmicks. Pretty much all of them, because this was kind of the big selling game. Like, oh, look at the Vita and its fancy fucking features.
It was nothing.
I'm telling you it was Drake.
For some reason, I don't know what, I think it might be OBS settings, but the game looks a bit darker than it actually is supposed to be. Another thing you might be saying is, why the fuck does this game look so shitty? Well, I'm fucking sorry, but what fucking... Oh, I'll fucking check. What resolutions do PS Vita games run at? I'll check that. I think it's 720. Resolution. I have... it's actually even less than that, apparently. Wait, what? No. It's 544Q? That's a weird resolution. Yeah, it's like 576p. Huh. That's a fucking... I thought it was 720, so it's even less than 720. I recorded this footage with OBS set to record at 1080, so... Yeah, no wonder it fucking gets stretched twice and it looks like this. So what, I should be recording my footage with fucking 5 whatever?
That's easier said than done.
But if that's the case, then I'm still gonna render my videos in fucking 1080, so they're gonna come out even fucking worse because they're gonna be all blurry and shit. So I don't fucking know, I guess this is better. Out of the two horrible fucking options, this is slightly better, I guess. I mean, look at this footage, it's smooth. There's no fucking lags and shit, because if I were to emulate a PS Vita, I bet none of this shit would even work. This is how my PS Vita looks. I have the original model, and I am proud to say I am the first and only owner of that PS Vita. A lot of people have second-hand PS Vitas, because they don't really sell them anymore. You have to get them second-hand from eBay or some shit. Other websites like that. And I have it first-hand from... There was some kind of like my phone subscription. I think I got my PS3 the same way, where my dad got some kind of deal at my phone subscription service, and he bought my PS3 from there. He also bought my PS Vita from there. Funny story about my PS Vita is that my friend was really fucking hyped to get the PS Vita. He was so fucking much into it, and I got it. I wasn't saying anything, I was just like, yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. I got it one day before him, and he was so fucking mad that I wasn't even hyped for it, and I fucking got it first.
Drake's been spotted in the upper chamber.
PS Vita is one of my favorite systems of all time. I'd say PS2 is my favorite console of all time. Then I guess PS4. But the first spot would go, not to PS3 or anything, go to PS Vita. I spent so many hours playing on PS Vita, and more importantly, I spent a lot of hours watching YouTube on my PS Vita because at the time I had a shitty ass fucking Nokia phone. So it was kind of shitty, and I pretty much used it just to take pictures on like school trips and stuff and call somebody. Didn't use it for much else. Definitely didn't use internet on it. And then, so my PS Vita was like all my entertainment box, you know? I don't know how the fuck to call it. But I had YouTube on it. I had, at some point, I had fucking Skype on it. I think I also had Facebook on it. But I quickly deleted those because I was like, well, I'm not fucking checking Facebook very often, and Skype doesn't really work all that well on this. So yeah, my PS Vita. I even remember like when I began subscribing to PS Plus, they still had PS Vita games releasing. You know, Sony still cared a little bit about the PS Vita. There was this like new updated model of the PS Vita that came out, which I think what it improved is actually had a high resolution screen, which might have been a nice fucking PS Vita to hack for my Let's Play purposes, but I'm not gonna fucking buy a new PS Vita when I already have one. They're hard to get, a little bit. Anyway, and you know, one time there was this like electronics store, and they had this like setup for this, like bundle, I guess you could say, for PS Vita, where they had like a what the fuck is it called? Carrying case for it. They had like this rubber casing for it. They had like a strap for it, so that you could like attach it to your fence so it wouldn't fall out and shit. And they were getting rid of their equipment, and nobody fucking had a PS Vita or fucking cared to get equipment for it. And I came to the store and I asked for all this stuff, and they gave it to me for free. I mean, that's not true. They didn't give it to me for free, but I paid them like what, fucking cents. Yeah, this game reuses, as I noticed, playing through it twice. Reuses a lot of animations from Uncharted 1 and 2. I think it came out before the third one. I'm not sure. I think it came out around the same time. I think it might have came out after the third one, but it was definitely made with some reused assets from Uncharted 1 and 2. Because Naughty Dog probably, you know, lended Ben Studio all these assets. And you know what Ben Studio went on to make? They made, the fuck was that game called? They made that zombie game where you ride a bike. It's not Dying Light. It was called Days Gone, I think. Yeah, it's Days Gone. They made Days Gone, which was a good game. It's just that it's a game that I have completely no fucking interest in. And I remember the like director of the game shitting up on people on Twitter, something about how, oh, by the way, shooting without aiming in this game is completely fucking worthless. It never works. Unless with like a shotgun, like point blank. But fucking other than that, it never works almost. Some rare exceptions. But it's pretty worthless fucking shooting guns without aiming them first. Also, yesterday I finished recording my A Hat in Time Let's Play. And I meant to record this episode yesterday, but it was kind of late and I didn't feel like doing it. So, what the fuck I meant to say? Yeah, I finished A Hat in Time and I recorded my episode, my gameplay and such episode of Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. And for some reason, the recorded footage from the PS Vita, from the PSP emulator that I had on the PS Vita, for some reason that footage was like, it was like strange. Like, I could view it perfectly, there was nothing wrong with it, no errors recorded, but then, whenever I tried to fucking upload it to Movie Maker, which is where I rendered videos, it would detect it as like a broken file and it wouldn't work. So I had to take that, and kind of, my only idea was that I'm gonna take this file, since it's not broken or anything, Movie Maker just has a fucking problem with it.
Yeah, muddy roads. Just got these clean.
Those are fancy.
Yeah.
Sell men's shoes where you got those?
Oh, very funny. Mr. Nathan Drake, always good for a laugh. Hey, look at these.
This is fucking weird.
Seats
I
on-
recently stopped using my new headphones because the right headphone wouldn't work, so I went back to my old headphones, and it turns out that the right
now you
headphone
join
here
Greenpeace
doesn't
all
work
of a sudden?
either.
It's just I don't go around wearing endangered species on my feet.
Yeah, well, they cost me a lot. More dough than you make
The
in a
fuck
year.
is that? What is
Which
this?
year? You've had a couple good ones.
Oh, really?
Okay, one.
Yeah.
Hey, Einstein.
No, it works.
You
It's
know
just
this
like
says
really
keep up.
quiet.
Oh, you can read Spanish? Yeah, I know that. We got
Fucking
special
bullshit.
permission.
I don't understand.
Always
What am I
said you were
fucking going
special.
deaf on my right ear?
Funny guy. Here. From here, we take the scenic route.
Last time we took
Next
the
time I'm
scenic
gonna
route,
fucking
wound
put
up
my
in a ditch
headphones
while
on
driving
backwards.
home, naked.
Well, it don't get any more scenic than that.
I really like this game because it's like not Uncharted 4 where it's kind of like sentimental and it's like Nathan Drake on the verge of retirement, going back for one more adventure, or like Nathan Drake in the third game where he's kind of rediscovering his roots and his relationship with Sully. It's like Uncharted 1 and 2 where it's just Nate going on an adventure and there's no some kind of attempt for a psychological analysis of the main character or some shit. Not that I mind that. I do like it, but I do also like when the story is just very lighthearted and there's no like big stakes, you know? Like, oh fuck, could Nathan Drake fucking die in this one? Like, no, he's not gonna fucking die in this one. We all know because this is a prequel. How the fuck's he gonna die in this game and then come back in the fucking in all the other ones? Yeah, this game is a very unique Uncharted game because it has so many mechanics trying to utilize as much of the PS Vita gimmick bullshit as possible. So check it out. You can use the camera and take pictures, and I actually disabled all the like motion controls, but normally you would move the camera around by moving the Vita around. But since I needed my Vita to be kind of stationary for the recording to be, you know, like so I wouldn't fucking yank a cable and fuck it up. So I didn't really utilize all that much. I did utilize the back
You keeping up or what?
touchpad of
What's
the
the
PS
hurry?
Vita,
There's no
which is a
hurry.
very cool
You just
feature
gotta
in
let
my
you see it.
opinion, for zooming in and out with a sniper rifle, which is a very unique feature. None of the other Uncharted games have a sniper rifle where the scope zooms in and out. That's really cool. You can pretty much fucking do everything except for walking, I think, with like motion controls and shit. So yeah, this game is fucking awesome in my opinion, much better than the first one. I like it a lot more than the first one. And what else can I say about it? The first time I played it, I had the PS Vita, and when I bought it, I immediately bought the PlayStation Store just because I bought the PS Vita with no games.
I'm a rope climber.
Cute.
You know what Sully
I
used to
bought
say?
from
Necessity breeds
PlayStation Store
invention.
Crash Bandicoot 2,
Why is Sully
like the original PS1 version.
You're quite the father figure.
I mean, there's no other version of on the PS Vita. There's no Insane Trilogy PS Vita edition. And the funny thing about this is that for a while I didn't really have any other games. It wasn't until the PlayStation Plus that I started to get some better games. Also, along the way I got Uncharted Golden Abyss. I didn't have a single physical version of any games. I only had digital games because I was like I seen them in stores and stuff. But I don't know, I just didn't care really. And I was like, these boxes are so small and there's just like shitty cartridges inside. I never really felt like collecting that shit.
Where's my rope?
Like the
No
PSP
expert, but
boxes were a lot
say
cooler.
it's
They
been
were like
cut.
tall and slim, and they had these like UMDs inside, you know, the Universal Media Discs.
Drug
Those were
runner,
really funny.
kidnap tourists for ransom, blow up the Panama Canal, Roberto Guerro?
Oh, you've heard of him.
Deaf kids in Caracas have heard of him. Dante, please tell me we are not in General Loco's backyard.
Yeah, he ain't a goddamn
I like how in this game you
right?
have another one of
Evolutionary's
old
supposed to walk,
Nathan
remember?
Drake's old
And
friends,
besides,
who's a
now he's just another
scumbag, just
pain
like
in my
Harry
ass.
was in the
Hey, Drake.
second game. Eddie from the first game, even his brother in the fourth game. I think only the third game didn't hit. Actually, no, the first game had Charlie Cutter. Seems like every Uncharted game has one of those old friends that shows up and they're kind of a fucking scumbag. Yeah, but Dante's kind of special because you can fucking smell that he's gonna betray you. And he does, ultimately. I mean, it's not a big spoiler. You can fucking smell it from a mile away that he's gonna be the fucking traitor. But he does it on like a good reason. It's not like he's just greedy and fucking wants all the money. Like, yeah, he is greedy and wants all the money, but he has a good reason against Nate.
See that every day.
Unlike Harry, who just wants to fuck him over because he just wants to fucking get his cut, you know? Also, Harry had like a thing where he felt unappreciated or some shit, and he's like in the shadow of Nathan Drake and stuff like that. This game is fucking beautiful. This is a PS Vita game, a mobile game. Oh, no, not a mobile game. I'm fucking sorry for saying that. A
Why
portable
don't you
game.
take a picture? It'll last long.
There is a mobile game Uncharted, and it's actually it's like a fucking Temple Run ripoff. Makes sense for an Uncharted game to be. Oh, there's a rainbow. I didn't notice that on my playthrough. You know what? I would say that this game deserves some kind of a remake on PlayStation 5. Like, it might be a little bit weird, but you could, like, add some stuff to it and shit.
How worn these handholds are?
Also, because this game, you can't remaster it. There's so many puzzles that require you to do some
They feel like
touch
the ones that
screen
Mason feared.
bullshit.
Remember? You were so scared.
You
Thought
just
you were gonna
you
cry.
cannot remaster this game. It's only playable in Vita, and that's where where it sits. That's where it is.
I saw tears.
Funny enough, I actually haven't finished recording footage for this
Hey,
game yet.
I
I'm
was the one
still
who
not
taught you
done
how
with
to
it.
do this, remember?
It's just that I cannot fucking find time to do it recently, so don't worry about it. That doesn't mean that the Let's Play will be delayed or some shit. I will get it by like there's 10. I have 12 episodes of it already, but that's not over yet. And as I'm recording this, on the first episode of Ahead in Time came out, so I have plenty of time until to finish it. One thing I'm concerned about, because I'm a little bit obsessed with it, is how am I gonna take thumbnails from this game? I was thinking that since this game is already so blurry, if I take thumbnails in a lower resolution using Windows Movie Maker, what I might do instead is just simply open them up full screen in the fucking media player, and then just take fucking screenshots of my screen, like print screen, you know? And then I guess I'll have to figure out where the fuck my print screens get saved.
Can't make out the symbol.
And yeah, that'd be it. Check it out. In this game, you get to draw penises on paper, which is only on PS Vita. Can you draw penises on anything? Actually, you know what? When I was playing Tearaway, which was one of my earliest Let's Plays I made, it was a very fun 3D platformer that utilized a lot of. Oh my fucking god! Tearaway originally came out for the PS Vita, and it used all the PS Vita gimmicky bullshit. But then it got a remaster, because I guess that game wasn't as gimmicky as this game. It got a remaster on PS4, where it was called Tearaway Unfolded. And it was a great game. It's a great 3D platform. I strongly recommend it. And in it, you could also draw stuff using the touchscreen on the PS4. And I once drew penises. They asked me to draw a fish, and I drew a penis. And then throughout the game, whenever there were fish, there were just penises.
Careful.
Yeah, I think Dante comes, like, at first, seems like just a sleazy fucking jackass. I mean, his introduction is that he gets pissed off about his sea turtle skin boots getting muddy.
If you do fall, you want me to
If that
bury you in
ain't
those
jackass,
shoes?
I don't know what is. But he is a really cool character. I really like him, actually. I wish Harry was treated the way Dante is in this game, or he is a bad guy and he dies by the end of the game, but like, it's not exactly like he turned against Nate. I mean, yeah, he did fucking, I don't know how to explain it, just a bit fucking strange. The relationship. At a certain point, like, Nate tries to save a girl in this game, and I'll get to it. And he and Dante start working against each other. But it's like throughout, it's like sometimes they still kind of fucking help each other out, and it's like, I don't know, like I guess they're still friends, but on different sides of the conflict. I don't know what the fuck, I'm making shapes. Pretty cool, right? I drew with my finger playing this on a PS Vita with a touchscreen. Holy fuck. Future is now. Yeah, what other PS Vita game am I gonna play? I don't know. I definitely wanna play Little Big Planet PS Vita, because that one's a really fucking good game. Had a shitty name, but it's actually called Little Big Planet PS Vita. That's what it's called. What a nice Crash Bandicoot-esque looking face. And by Crash Bandicoot, I mean all the totems you see in Crash Bandicoot, not Crash Bandicoot itself. Yeah, so episodes are gonna be half an hour, just like all my other Let's
I
Plays
think it is.
That's not Mayan
recently.
or Aztec.
Yeah?
I'd say Muisca, but they never migrated north.
Myastic, that's what they are.
Nathan Drake. Walking encyclopedia.
The Kuna? They were in this part of Central America.
Hakuna Matata? I don't know. I like how he still has his ring. I mean, still. He had it since he was a kid, as revealed in Uncharted 3.
It's a little squirrely.
And he just has it all throughout Uncharted 1, 2,
Brownie.
and this one.
No.
And then it comes it becomes important all of a sudden in the third game. And then in the fourth game, he doesn't have a ring anymore. He just ditched that. I think it's interesting how Nathan Drake is one of those typical, not very interesting looking protagonists, but he's still very recognizable. He's a similar case to like Chris Redfield, where even Capcom themselves are not sure what the fuck Chris Redfield looks like. He just looks like a generic white guy with brown hair. But then, like, whenever you see him, you can kind of tell that this is Chris Redfield. He kind of had a fucked up design in Resident Evil 7, where they made him like skinny and younger, and then he came back in 8.
Watch this log.
And a lot of people are saying, so what, that wasn't Chris Redfield? That was like a body double? That wasn't a body double. That was just, that was just simply one of those cases where it's the same character, but for one game they looked fucking different for some reason, because somebody attempted some kind of redesign bullshit. But it's still the same character. Like, the Chris you see in Resident Evil 8 went through the events of that one DLC to Resident Evil 7, where you get to play as Chris Redfield. As you can see, you can get you all around. I was admiring the backdrop and how it looks kind of shitty. For some reason, later in the game, there's a much more impressive backgrounds. This one just fucking looks flat. Like the water in the background is completely static. There's like some bullshit in the background that I feel like should be moving. Only thing moving are these birds that I'm shooting at. But like all the background is like trees and just like all fucking static and it just looks ugly. They should have put some effect on it, like some kind of sun, kind of, fucking up the view. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks like there's a big painting behind them.
God damn it, I told you he ain't a general no more.
Yeah, plus the background is just like a lot fucking shittier looking than the foreground. It just looks stupid. But like I said, later in the game, the backgrounds look a lot nicer. And this game brings back treasure hunting, where you supposed to find little collectibles throughout levels. But this one is more involved, because there's multiple kinds of collectibles. A lot of collectibles have backstory written about them. There's like, they level up your cards. Oh, Jesus Christ, let me... I don't think I have enough time to go into the fucking cards you collect throughout the game. It's fucking card collecting in Uncharted. Alright, I guess I do have time to get into it. There's another Uncharted game for the PS Vita called Uncharted Fortune Run? I think that's what it's called. Fight for Fortune? Fortune Run? I don't know, maybe Fortune Run is that mobile game and Fight for Fortune is the other one. I would really wish that was like a hidden gem, like Uncharted game that came out for the PS Vita but didn't get much advertisement or something, and like it's like the worst one, but I would still play it just because I love Uncharted. But no, that is a spin-off game. It's a fucking card game. And you have to play Uncharted Golden Abyss to level up your cards that you later use in Uncharted Fight for Fortune. Which is ridiculous. I don't even think that Fight for Fortune game is any good. I never fucking heard anybody talk anything about it other than it existing and being strange. I think it's also made by Ben Studio. And you know what? I'm gonna make a gameplay and such out of Fight for Fortune. Don't hope for anything more. Just a gameplay. I mean, what are you fucking hoping for? Let's play a Fight for Fortune where I play a fucking card game? I'd probably get fucking annoyed with it. Very quickly. I mean, I was kind of worried my footage of this game looked shitty because I felt like it did, but I'm looking at it, it looks fucking good. Like at the beginning I kept saying, oh man, this fucking looks like garbage. I'm kind of embarrassed to upload this to YouTube, but no, it looks pretty good. The only problem, like I said, it's slightly darker than it should be. Like the game was a lot brighter and more colorful, and for some reason in this game it's like, I mean, on my recording it's all fucked up. I think it might be my OBS settings, but I don't want to fuck around with my OBS setting only to fuck it up even worse. Like it's not that big of an issue, so I just don't want to fucking. If it's not broken, don't fix it, and it's not broken at all. It just looks different, not worse. Just looks different. That it should. Yeah, I like when I start a new Let's Play and I actually have stuff to talk about, like stories related to the game.
Give me it. Let me see. Let me see.
Right here. Relax. It's turquoise. It's a glyph of some kind. Style matches the symbol at the rope.
I was thinking about turning off these
You know what
fucking
this thing's
subtitles because they're huge. If they were like small and kept disappearing as soon as the in a video game, as soon as somebody finishes saying something, the fucking subtitles should go away. I really hate when the subtitles just like hang around on the screen, and it's especially annoying when a game does it where the subtitles will stay on the screen until the next subtitles kick in. Because sometimes when there's like a scene where nobody says anything and you have subtitles on, it just keeps the subtitles of the last sentence that has been said. Even if it's not relevant to what the fuck's going on anymore in the cutscene.
Watch that one.
But in this game, I feel like, you know, I'm talking over all the footage. You might need subtitles. It's a Let's Play with commentary. You know what I found out recently? Something fucked up at work. Which today's day at work, my work update, as I fucking update you on what I do at work a lot. It's kind of boring. Didn't really do anything all that interesting. Maybe tomorrow will be slightly better, and the next 2 days I actually have off work, which is nice. And as I was saying,
To admit it, you just might be right for a change.
somebody else at work,
That's why you still hang out with me.
my work, also does Let's Plays. As I found out, I went upstairs of my workplace and I see my coworkers watching something on YouTube. At first I thought they were playing some game, so I asked what the fuck they're playing. And they didn't say anything, they just kept watching, and I heard, and I was at first like, man, this game has some weird fucking voiceovers. They sound fucking stupid. Until I realized that, oh wait a minute, this is somebody doing commentary. This isn't a voiceover. This is somebody commenting on what the fuck they're doing in a game. So I was like, oh, well, are you watching a Let's Play? Are you stuck in this game or something? I didn't tell them that I do Let's Plays. I never didn't tell too many people about it, to be honest.
It's kind of sensitive.
When's that ever
And
stopped you?
then I realized that the voice I fucking heard in a video, which kind of sounded like this, is my coworker. And I put the two and two together. I was like, oh, that's him playing the game, isn't it? I recognized that voice anywhere because when I first fucking heard him talk to me, I thought he was making fun of me. I asked him about something and he answered me in his really quiet, kind of high-pitched voice. And then I was like, and this fucking asshole, is he making fun of me? What is this bullshit? Because I have a fucking raspy voice? He needs to make fun of me now? But no. It's just what he sounds like. 6x6. See, that's a form of a collectible in this game, taking pictures of all the environments they bothered to model. Really cool. Because it makes a lot of the environments very cool and full of little details, because a lot of the time the game wants you to take pictures of those little details. Is there a truck in the water? Did you see that?
You see that up there?
Hey, there was no
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah,
Oh, look,
let's go
music
take a
kicked
look.
in. That's cute.
Is that why I'm here? Be your errand boy?
Okay, never mind. It's behind that thicket of bamboo. You can't get to it anyway.
Drinking Pepsi, my favorite Coke. Favorite drink, I guess.
Oh, I thought you were playing
Apart
pirates.
from Monster Energy.
Wait here for me.
Oh yeah, Nathan Drake in this game has a machete. He carries a machete all throughout this game. Do you think he kills anybody with a machete at least once? What do you think, this is not a kid's game? Uncharted is a kind of a kid's game. Like, yeah, it has gore and like blood and shit, but it has it in very small amounts to where this game gets a teen rating. And teen rating is pretty much for kids. So yeah, Nathan Drake does not like breaking necks is fine. And fucking doing other fucked up shit to people, blowing them up and stuff with gasoline tanks, but chopping them up with a machete? No, that's fucked up, man. What are you, Jason Voorhees? So what he does it for instead is cutting environments so you can get through. Such as I just cut this bamboo so I can reveal some shit to grab onto and climb up a statue. Now isn't that impressive? Isn't that cool? Also, you know, whenever I'm recording Let's Plays that are pre-recorded gameplay, I'm sitting a lot closer to a wall because I'm sitting by my desk. And my voice is kind of echoing, my voice is bouncing back from the wall, which makes my voice sound slightly different than it normally does. Slightly worse. I think the episode's over. Oh fuck, I didn't notice. Yeah, it is. See you fellas in the next episode. Bye.